definitely playing with my dog. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It was pretty funny. I was like, oh, I gotta go live now while he's playing with his dog. This will be hilarious. So, fun. All right, so you guys are back on the ship. You did all your repairs. You did all your stuff. You did have a couple more little, I suppose, numbers keeping things that you want to take care of before we continue forward. So go start it with your numbers keepers things. Cattle, you had things you wanted to bring up.
Yeah, so after Entree and I get back to the ship, we have 4,300 credits or 4,000 scrap. You know, we did a pretty good deal there. So I walk up to the crew and was like, everyone, I have 4,300 credits for the scrap. I think we got a pretty good deal for that. There is one thing, well, two things really, that can be done with it. We can, we can split it between us, whichever you prefer. Or we could possibly go out and, I don't know, hire someone who's good at piloting for us. So that we don't crash into the Citadel next time we try to land. So, I'd like to get all your opinions on it, because, you are all part on the ship.
It would be smart to have a skilled pilot in our midst.
Where are we getting 4,300 from?
I saw some of the scrap that we had.
We got more. We didn't sell all the scrap. We sold 400.
Yeah, we still have some left.
We didn't sell all of it. Okay. Sorry, I missed that part. This is why I keep showing you my math, though.
Yep. He only sold 4,000 of the whatever was left of scrap.
Yeah, we still have 1,900 scrap left.
Yep, there you go. That's for Aaron to kind of like fiddle with on people's weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody decides you kind of want to get a pilot. And do you want to try to hire one out of the Citadel itself?
Well, maybe one of us knows someone.
I mean, it's literally because of the fact that you guys are all in the Citadel. Again, because the Citadel is the one place they're going to just allow everybody to equivocally roll. As long as your contact is 0, you can roll a contact to see if you can find a decent pilot. Once you leave the Citadel, again, it's not like everybody knows people everywhere.
It makes sense to at least check to see if, like, oh, I have a friend that was a pilot. They've just gone off a job,
Yeah.
Or a friend of a friend,
It's not like connected level 2 where it's like, I'm going to decide we have a pilot now.
Yeah.
Well, I missed those days already.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're all trained in Connect, so.
Yep. Does everybody has Connect level 0, right? So everybody roll.
Yeah.
Well,
Charisma check again?
You connect intelligence or connect charisma. Your call.
how about strength?
It's the same thing.
No.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna use my engineer to re-roll for this scene.
Ooh.
If I can. Oh, you know what?
No, re-roll.
No, it's fine. I already declared it.
And that's why we re-rolled.
Or I have negatives.
Maybe this pilot is the reason why you two know each other.
Why not?
Do we know the same person?
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny. So it's one of those things where it's like, knowing the plan, Cattle had already started like coming up with names of somebody, and it's like he found somebody that happens to be in the area with his like little space book that he has. He did find somebody that he's like, oh, I know. They're in the area. They're within X number of kilometers of me. So it's like a mixture between Spacebook and Grinder. Like, okay.
Pilots in your area.
Yeah. So he has a Spacebook or whatever going on, and he's like, I have somebody. I'm not really happy with who it is. And so he brings up the conversation with everybody else, like, oh, I know somebody, something I could do. And like, Entourage, you think of something like, oh, I know a guy. He can fly a ship. He's not the greatest, but he could fly a ship. And so you mention it to Cattle, and he looks it up, and he's like, no.
The main downside I bring up is that they're a guy. Ray is getting more and more against men as this campaign goes on. It seems.
I'm all down for getting a harem on board here.
What is it? Cracks can bring somebody up that he knows can pilot a ship, but like it's one of those things where he brings up, he's like, I know a pilot that did really well, and he like says the person's name, and he says that they're a Vorcha, and it's like instantly Cattle's like, nope, don't need suicide people on the ship. Nope, we're good. And so it completely tosses.
Look him up, and he's like in a freaking obituary.
Yeah.
Vorcha's so hard to kill.
Ship into something.
And so like again, it's one of those things where he's like, but because of the fact that he brought up the Vorcha, you're like, I remember a guy. I used to remember a guy that like he's literally known for. He used to have to clean out areas of Vorcha. Like, he actually had to use to torch Vorchas out of an area before. He's like, I know this person. So he kind of like looks up in the thing. He's like, actually, he's on file. I have him. And as you are thinking, like, I know this person, I imagine this is when, what's her name? Winnie would kind of chime in and say their name. And it's like one of those moments where like, you know him too?
Steve.
Steve.
Now, I could easily come up with who the person is. And that'd be fun for me. But I would like to defer to the two of you, since you both rolled an 11, which is beautiful. Mm-hmm. What is this person's race? Race and sex. You guys can decide that. I'll get the rest of the details.
So I've been reading a lot about Mass Effect lately, and I'm really into the Turians, and I'm really into the Hanar.
I've been
Hanar would
thinking
be
Turian
difficult.
as well, just because, I don't know.
Please, Hanar.
We have a bunch of races
Hanar.
here
Hanar would be
already on
difficult.
this flying zoo. We might as well add a Turian into it.
Tyrion.
Would
Tyrion.
love a Hanar pilot.
Are Hannah the one that go like
Convincing.
this one?
Yep.
Yes, they're the ones that start all their sentences with this one.
This one would
Because
be
you got those ones,
delighted
and
to
then you've
pilot
got
your
the
ship.
Elcor, like we've got
I
there's
would
so many
also be
races in
okay with an Elcor.
But they're also aquatic, so we'd have to accommodate for that, right?
Well, Hanar basically, instead of having like Quarians, they have like almost an implant that makes them float, right?
It's a
Basically.
Mass Effect field that they
Okay.
keep
Yeah.
around themselves to
Right.
float. But like for like sleeping and whatnot, yeah, he would have to have like a big old tub, a big old jelly tube.
Like a tank.
Refuse
Well, we
to
have
share my
all-
ship with big stupid jellyfish.
I do really like the
We
Hanar.
only have 3 beds, so you know,
Why not a
a
Volus?
place for the Hanar would be easier.
But you
This
could.
one.
So you guys want to go with a Taurian?
And
Yeah,
Awesome.
I love Turians.
Sounds great. Male or female Taurian?
I don't have a preference.
I mean,
A female, I guess, because our Asari is very against males lately, so.
I'm fine with Turian. Starting this space harem, baby.
I'm just saying, Turian women, yes. That is
Down.
all. This is the end of the message.
Okay, well there you go.
Taurian female.
I mean, I guess it's a feline after all. How unfortunate.
Okay, so her it'll be a female Taurian. Her name, if you want to write it down.
Is Steve?
No,
Steve?
it's Tremelia. It's Tremelia. Tremelia. Her last name is Falrius, which is Falrius.
I'm not writing that down.
Tremelia
That's
Falrius.
Funny.
But she often goes by Tremi. So Tremi, which is probably how Ollie's character would know it, but Tremelia is probably how Aaron's character would know it. I know you're both girls. You both know her as Tremi. So
I don't know her.
Yep. What was that? Oh,
I don't know.
you know her, Cattle. You know her as Tremelia. You would know her as Tremi. Aaron, my apologies. And so you guys both know her, and you know that she's a great pilot. She actually is a former member of the what's it called? I can't remember the name of their military, but the Taurian military. She actually fought during the First Contact War. So she has like a thing against humans, not like a I will kill every human I see it. It's just like she doesn't trust them because they're kind of aggressive douchebags. But she was a member of the First Contact War. But the way that the her military just cowed to the will of the Citadel, despite the atrocities that happened to her people, kind of gave her a sour taste. And so as soon as like her term ended, she left the military. Like, I'm not going to serve people that don't do what they need to do when it needs to be done. I'm going to serve people that go with their gut and go with knowledge and not just follow the order of command. So she's very much like you do the right thing because it's right, not because you're supposed to. And so she very much, she left the military, and she's been kind of like freelance hauler. For one point in time, she actually just slaughtered a bunch of Vorcha as part of like a cleaning mission that she had to do. But she's a merc, and she happens to be in the area between jobs. So you guys go and find her.
We're gonna go hire Goody Two Shoes. That'll be fun.
No. She does what you're supposed to do. She wanted to kill all the humans. right?
Well,
In
I
her mind, like
imagine
the
that
human
she
should have
will
died.
gel very nicely with this group.
Yeah. So you go to find her, and you like more or less, who pings her? One of you, both at the same time?
I'll let Winnie ping her.
Sure.
Because apparently they're on nickname basis, so you know.
Sure.
I'm on nickname base with everyone.
Yeah. She's like, oh, Tremmy, I know Tremmy.
They're just gonna stand there like, oh my god, for like 5 minutes.
From what I've already heard, I'm going to assume that's not true.
Probably not, but Winnie will.
So what is it? You guys go to meet up with a set of meeting, and she actually is going to also meet you at a bar. But it's not that she's there drinking. It's not like she drinks a lot. She's actually at a bar because it has really good Quasar machines, like really good payout Quasar machines. And when she's in her downtime, she likes to try to make some money. So she's there playing some Quasar. We all know that Quasar sound, don't we? Don't we? Know it too well. So you guys are there doing the Quasar. Sorry, going there to meet up with her. Is it just the two of you, or is the whole crew going so everybody can meet her?
I would definitely invite the others as well, but I'd
Crux would
definitely
probably
be
go.
and Winnie
I'd
going.
go
Why
out.
not?
We've been stuck in and around that ship for weeks.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So everybody goes to like a nice pub, a nice bar. The light show is amazing. The people there that are just there dancing or drinking are all dressed well. Like, this is a nice place. As a matter of fact, it's a nice place to the point where the only one that stands out, the only one that kind of gets like a ooh, why are they here, is Winnie, because she's a suit rat.
Oh.
So
Aw.
Cracks fits in just fine. So you guys go there and walk around, and you see people spending money, drinking, dancing, having a good time, and you go to meet up with her. When you meet with her, she's actually over at the high stakes Quasar table where she's gambling. You see her throw down as you're walking up. You see her throwing in 250 credits to start playing the Quasar. Do we all remember how that game works? So let's actually see how her luck plays out for this one Quasar
Are we
thing.
actually playing Quasar?
Why not?
Nothing else is getting done for the rest of the stream, because
Oh.
that's what we're going to be doing now.
She starts off with a 4, and so she chooses to go with another D8. This gets her a 7. She's going to go with a D8. That gets her to a 14. Ooh, 14.
Ooh,
What is it?
14s are
1d4.
risky.
What is it? 1d4 plus 3 was the other one, right? I think it's 1d4 plus 3 or 1d8. It's 1d4 plus 3 is what she wants. Roll 1d4 plus 3. Oh! 14 plus 7 is a 21. That's a bust. So she busts. So when she hits the 21 and it's like takes off, it's like takes her money. She's like, damn it! And it hits the thing. She gives the thing like a quick little punch. Nothing that's actually going to hurt the machine, just like a frustrated area. Kind of funny. The Quasar machines are very smart in their design. They actually have a specific little pad on either side of the machine that has lots of like imprints into it where people get angry and punch it. You can always tell who's been there recently because if a Krogan hits the machine, it has a dent in it, and they have to replace the plate out. But if everybody else hits the machine, it just, they punch the little plated area where you're supposed to get angry to. So she hits the thing, she punches it, and she starts reaching into her pocket to grab some more credits. Does anybody say anything?
Hi, Sammy.
Huh? What? I gotta do the voice. Hold on. Brain voices. Oh, God. So you say hi to me, your
You
name's
need
Winnie.
the effect.
Yeah.
A voice modulator going.
Oh, I should get a voice modulator to get that kind of like noise. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that after the stream. So she's like, oh, hey, I'm trying to get the, hey, Winnie. Oh, it sounds like a smoker. I'm going to avoid a voice now, and I'll have to get to it next
You
time.
sound like a ghoul
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm going to avoid the
she's-
voice until next time. So she says, hey, Winnie.
Hi.
Is
We need
everybody
Holland.
with Winnie, like, piled behind her,
Yeah.
or you get, like, spread out?
I imagine I'm standing next to her.
Nearby, yeah.
He
At
needs
this
the
point-
pilot.
So
Yeah.
you say, hi, he needs a
Idiot.
pilot. And she's like, she looks at the machine and looks back at you, and she's like, I need credits.
And we can both help each other out, it seems.
Looking around at you guys for a moment, seeing like what you make up, she's like, this is an interesting crew.
You can say that, yeah. But we work together well.
You've been working together long?
We just not really. We just got together like a week or so ago, but our first mission was rather pleasant, all things considered.
What's the pay?
And I would be able to tell her like 120 per day, like the thing we agreed upon earlier. Or...
It's 100 per day, and then 20 covers like the other things that she needs. Yeah. So, especially with a Torian, because she requires special food and stuff. So you say 100 credits a day?
100 credits a day, food and whatnot will be provided for you.
Sounds like a deal. If you're willing to pay 100 credits up front right now.
I have no problem with that.
She gestures towards the machine.
Well, what you do with your money is not my concern, Tramilia. Here you go.
And so you put the 100 credits in the machine. And it starts with an 8. She rolls another D8. Gets her to an 11. Oh man, 11's an interesting one. With 11, she's going to roll the D8 again. Right? Yeah, D8 again.
It's basically just blackjack.
Kind of. That gets her to a 17. Ooh, this sucks.
Blackjack.
17 is like you call it even, you don't win or lose anything. And so she stays the 17, does the payout, she takes the 100 credits and says, "Looks like this might be a decent deal." And so she takes it almost like she was using like a magic 8-ball.
Is she
She takes the credit.
Two-Face?
What if Krax gives it a try? Because he's
You're using your
interested.
personal money
Like
for
you're
that.
doing
thing.
that, and Entourage just be like, "You're really not considering trying these machines, are you?"
So he's gonna
Blasted
put
things.
100 down.
Oh god,
I'm
who's
not
doing
letting
this?
you access to 4,300 for that.
So. Roll a
Okay,
4.
starting with a 4
What is even the objective here? Because I've never
to get to
done
20
this.
without going
Yeah.
over.
But not 21.
Okay.
17 to
8.
20, and you'll generally make even or a profit. 21 or higher is just gone.
Hit 13. With 13, you usually want to roll 1d4 plus 1.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, I mean.
Okay.
1d4 plus 3, sorry.
Oh wait, I can do that.
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
other option.
You do a D8 or a 1d4 plus
13 is the best one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. We argued about that forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 20.
Whoa!
That's a ×2 payout. You actually made 100 credits. You get your credits back and you made 100 credits. So it's like, she's like, and you brought a Lucky Krogan. This is the best deal I've made in a long while. And she'll actually like give the Krogan like a good slap on the shoulder. And you notice that she's a Taurian. That slap has a oomph to it. You know, she hits you hard. Not that bothers you, but
I respect that.
yep. And she'll actually walk away and walk off and say, "I'll meet you at the docks," and like go to get her stuff. And so we'll kind of like fade from there. All right. So while you guys are still here on the did anybody else want to do more gambling? Or are we good? Okay. So while you guys are
just
here,
wanted more
No
money.
more gambling.
no
I've
problem.
done enough pushing you to gamble. I'm good.
So while you guys are still on the Citadel, did you want to try to make any contacts, or are you just more than happy to leave and try to sell this shuttle and get like a crap ton of credits that way?
I will try to make contacts because I'm an intel broker.
Sure.
An info broker. It would be crazy for me not to try to get more contacts.
Sure. See if you can try to get your hands on a job or whatever. Perfect. So
Yeah.
why don't you roll me your contacts to see if you can get your hands on a on a job. What did you get? Ooh, a 7. Okay. So unfortunately, with a 7, like you have contacts with people you could talk to. Nobody really has any work for you. As a matter of fact, when you go around looking for work and see if there's anybody that has anything you could do, you do come across somebody who says that they can do something, but it's going to be the same crew that you had just dealt with. It's going to be the Blue Suns, if you don't mind working with them again.
I would raise it with the crew. Like, the first time was kind of not really sure if we're going to be working with the Blue Suns because I apparently forgot that I figured that out. But yeah, I'll raise it to the people like, you know, I could get us a job for the same guys that we worked for before. If you'd rather not, you know, let me know.
Surely we'd have an easier time getting a job that would be less dangerous to us wherever we're sending the shuttle.
You've never been to Omega before, have you?
Oh. Is that where you're planning on going?
How's it?
Perhaps. It seems like a good place to sell a human shuttle.
It does seem like the perfect place to sell an
It is a good
not an
place.
aligned shuttle. She just shakes her head.
I wouldn't mind working with them again.
You're in for an experience on Omega.
I will. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Okay. So, is that where you guys
Doesn't
are?
seem like anyone's really got any issues with the Blue Suns, so...
We
No.
follow you. You
Mhm.
decide. You're the leader.
Yeah, but I want to make sure, and you know, I at least give the crew a voice in
You-
this.
this is the thing. You're a nice leader in that you do ask. But it turns out it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No one gives a crap, so... Yeah, I'll go back to the Blue Suns, sure.
Mhm.
Apparently the thing did actually work, so they didn't come back to kill us, and they're happy to work with us again.
Okay. So,
I'll bring cracks to any negotiations, by the way.
what was that last part?
I'm bringing cracks if we're gonna talk with someone.
Nope, not a problem. So you're actually gonna be able to speak with the same guy you spoke with beforehand, because he's like your number one contact with them, at least for now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's more than happy to speak to speak to you. So when you go set up the meeting with him and you meet with him, he does get together. There are the four others that come into the bar with you as well. This is the same bar as the second time you guys met, as opposed to the first time, which is where you had met him and the human before. And so when you meet with him, he comes over and sits down and he's like, "You know that thing was damaged, right?"
If it wasn't for the fact that it was damaged, we'd have probably died trying to collect it.
And so now you're looking for more work. All right, I'll give you work, but the thing is damaged and we can't even open it. We can't access it without the correct kind of power cell. So the work I'm going to give you, it's going to be beneficial work, but it's going to come with a bit of extra credit, and that's going to be saving your ass from last time.
I'm listening.
So we found out about a new Alliance planet, a new colony of theirs, over on a little planet called Therum. We picked up signals heading off that over on this planet they found some Prothean ruins, and so they're doing a little bit of research over there. We don't need too much, just a little bit of information, everything they've gathered so far from the Prothean ruins. You know, there's a good amount of tech that you can get when you come across new ruins, right? We more or less just want a copy of all the data that they've gotten. Kill them all, take it that way, or copy it, whatever makes you happy. But we're going to need a copy of it. In the meanwhile, though, the kind of power cell that they use for this thing, it ain't the typical. This is some new stuff of theirs. If they have a new colony being put down for research outside the Prothean ruins, I imagine they keep this kind of power cell there as well. So you're going to have to get me a new one of these, or better yet, a few of them, just in case. Get me one, and I'll be satisfied. Get me extra, I'll be happy. You do that on top of getting me the data, and we'll be good. Now, this is a human colony, but the Alliance is trying to be all nicey nice at the face and pretends like they're working with the other Citadel species. So it's not unheard of for non-humans to be there as well. It won't be too unusual for you guys to be there, but maybe to some degree for some of you. And he looks at Cracks, like full on. So you could
Just, like, looks out the back. Yeah.
you could try to blend in, but do the best you can. Again, kill him, keep quiet, I don't care. Get me the battery, get me the data, and I'll get you some credits. Sound good?
How much are we talking?
For data about Prothean ruins, 1,500 credits each, no question. However, you come back with that data and you don't have a battery, we'll take the data and we'll call it even. Understood?
And what if we do get you a battery? Because I don't plan to fail.
Oh, then you get your 1,500 credits each.
I'm talking bonus.
Oh, no, that battery's making up for the fact that you already got paid for a job not.
I'm
not
talking
exactly
multiple
finished.
batteries. You know, if we go, we might as well bring a few, right?
You bring me 2 batteries. Well, again, we're gonna call it even from before. You bring me more. You can give me more than 2 batteries. I mean, these things seem sophisticated, and it's like he knows the word, but like he's happy he's using the word, and he's like, these things seem sophisticated. They are. I'll give you 300 credits each for these batteries. Give me 2 seconds actually to confirm that number with you. So sorry. Let's go back to. Yep. Okay. He's like, I'll give you 300 credits each for additional batteries beyond the 2.
I'll see what I can do for you while we're there.
Well, fly safe. Oh, one more thing. That the Alliance, I caught wind from someone in the a friend of mine in CSEC. They've been pulling some information from the communications tower. When you guys landed, how long you've been here, the kind of maintenance that you've been doing on your ship. They're even trying to pull up some video files, but thus far they've hit some typical CSEC red tape. Just letting you know. If you want to have that information scrambled or destroyed, I do know a guy, but it ain't cheap.
We might have to have a conversation about that soon then.
Oh, sooner is better than later when it comes to information, isn't it? I know that his going rate for me is 10,000 credits. Maybe he'll help you out.
Sadly, after our maintenance, getting that rust bucket in a good shape, we're gonna have to pass for now.
You're flying a human ship. Might as well throw a brick into a lake.
We'll make it work.
Certainly hope so, because I want them batteries and that data. You've got my number. And he just gets up and walks away.